What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to my ones to watch predictions for FIFA 19. Get super cheap coins for FIFA 18 or FIFA Mobile at x3game.com in association with UFIFA. Use the code TVM for 8% discount. The link is in the description. So these aren't necessarily all of the ones I think will get them. There probably will be more than this, and we're not doing them in any particular order. But first up is Courtois, of course, now of Real Madrid, 89 rated. I'm not quite sure of the ratings. I've pretty much left them as they are. I may have changed one or two. Arias of Atletico Madrid up next. I think this will be an upgrade, though, to be fair. He's done very well. Obviously got his big move. So I could definitely see him being an 83 or an 84 to start things off in FIFA 19. Next up on our list is going to be De Vrij from Lazio to Inter. So it's not well, maybe a massive move in Italy, but as far as the rest of the world is concerned, it's not. But it's a big name player that was linked with a lot of top European sides. So we'd be very surprised if he didn't get a substantial boost, because he had a brilliant season for Lazio last year. Up next, going to the Premier League for the first time, Sokratis of Arsenal. Will he start off as an 86 rated player? Probably not, but I've just put him in there because that's what he was in FIFA 18. Of course, I think they'll probably downgrade him to 85. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I think he'll have a good season at Arsenal. They've not started the best so far, but hopefully, I say hopefully they kick on. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't want them to kick on, but they probably will. Up next is going to be João Cancelo. Probably said that wrong, but either way, the new Juve right back. Of course, there are two new Juve players. Well, there's three if you count Emre Can, but I don't have him in this episode. But I think this is going to be one of those ones that he never gets upgraded, but people are going to go out and buy it anyway. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Back to the Premier League we go, and this time Fabinho of Liverpool, who isn't really a starter for Liverpool at the moment. It's an interesting one. We brought him in, and I was thinking, wow, what a sign-in, and he just sits on the bench until about the hour mark. So I'm a bit confused by that. I don't think he'll do that well when it comes to one-to-watches this year. We'll have to wait and see. Goretzka of Bayern, 85 rated, might be overstretching things a little bit, but I don't know, he had a sensational season for Schalke, got his big move to Bayern. I'd be very surprised if he wasn't 84. I know that this is a guaranteed, confirmed one to watch. This isn't a prediction. This is confirmed. And he was 82 in the video, but I'm not taking that as gospel. Gnabry, now of Bayern Munich, of course. Again, another Bayern player. 82 seems fair. He could go to 83, but I think they'll probably stick at 82. Not a bad little card, if I do say so myself. I say stick at 82. I think this is an informed version of the card, but either way, I feel like he deserves an 80-plus rated one to watch. Going back to the Premier League, not briefly at all, because we're going to stay there for the next two players. Fred of Manchester United. He started the season relatively well. I mean, as well as a Manchester United player has started, because they've not done too well so far. But an 83 rated card for Fred might be stretching a little bit, but they paid a lot of money. He was already 82. I can definitely see him getting 83. Kovacic, now of Chelsea. This could be an interesting one, because again, 82 rated is likely, but he could go to 83, and I wouldn't mind. You know, I wouldn't be against it at all. I think this could be a good one. I think he could pop up for Chelsea a few times. I think we could get our money out of the 82 rated one to watch. Moving on to Balde DIAO. This is a card that I didn't even know would exist in FIFA 19. I didn't know he'd made the move. Completely missed that one, just slipped by me. Inter have done some unbelievable business in this window. I'm not quite sure how they've started the league, actually. I should really look at that. I just forgot to look the other day. 83 rated. Again, maybe a bit generous, but we'll have to wait and see. And then, of course, back to the Premier League we go with Richarlison. He has had a topsy-turvy start to the season. 2 fantastic opening games, and then gets himself sent off. I still feel like he's going to have done enough to warrant an upgrade from, what is he, 77 to 80. Big money move, great start to the season despite the red card. So yeah, 80 rated seems about fair. Going to Italy with Patrick Kluivert's son. I think Justin is his first name. Really good card in FIFA 18 with his couple of informs that he had. Now playing in a league that is much more usable, no disrespect to the Dutch league. But I really like the look of that, and I think he could do well for Roma. Moving on to Inter again, and someone who moved from Roma, NAINGGOLAN. I think he'll get downgraded this year. I don't think he's had the season he hoped he'd have. I don't know what moving from Roma to Inter is really going to do for his career. To be fair though, I think Inter are a better side these days, but still, I'm not sure of that move at all. But anyway, good looking card, right? LEMAR of Atletico Madrid. This is going to be an interesting one. Will he be central? Will he be left-sided? Who knows? I don't know. I went in with whatever was the base version of the card, and it popped up as a cam. So we'll have to wait and see what position he sort of settles into. I think that could be a good one, though. That could be a really good investment. Moving on to MALCOM of Barcelona. I'm not too sure of this one. I think he'll be around the 60,000 coin mark for a long time. It's basically the Douglas Costa of FIFA 18. I think he'll get a couple of cards, but he won't really set the world alight. You watch me say this now, and he'll go absolutely mental and get just ridiculous amounts. But I don't know about that one. Bit of a dodgy one. Mahrez of Man City is equally as dodgy. I think he'll get a lot more game time than I was predicting him to get in the first place, though. I thought it quite literally would just sit on the bench and do nothing. But he's been involved a few times so far. 85 rated might be overstretching, but again, I've just gone with whatever the base was. I think it's an alright card, actually. I really like Mahrez in FIFA, but whether he'll get upgrades or not remains to be seen. Naby Keita of Liverpool is one of those ones I feel that could go a long way, because he started for Liverpool sensationally. He's adapted to the Premier League immediately, which is something, as a Liverpool fan myself, I'm very happy about, because I was a little bit concerned. But if that happens, if he gets a one to watch, that is going to be one to pick up for sure. And finally on the list, I've gone with, of course, Ronaldo, who is already guaranteed, but as he's the highest rated, I've left him till the end. There are going to be a lot more candidates in here. There are a lot more transfers. I would love to see, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, why? But I would love to see a Scottish League one-to-watch card. I want them to put a lot more emphasis on other leagues this FIFA. I want more attention on the Scottish League. I want attention on the Chinese League. I think the Dutch League doesn't get enough love. They need to make Team of the Week more of an open thing. Maybe add more cards and then add more leagues into it, because at the moment a player in the Premier League who gets a goal and an assist compared to a guy in the Dutch League who gets 2 goals and 2 assists, the Premier League player wins, and it's a bit silly for me. So I feel like they need to add more to their one-to-watches, to their promos in general, and each week to Team of the Week. They need more players from more leagues. That's going to do it for my ones to watch predictions. I do have a few more that I've left back, not because I'm trying to make another video out of it, I might not release them, but if you are looking for those lesser likely one to watch picks, then feel free to hit the like button and I'll get that video done for you probably tomorrow. So if you have enjoyed it, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.